Welcome in, gang. It is time for some Falcons football. I'm A-Bomb. You are watching Coast to Coast on a beautiful Sunday here in Metro Atlanta. Game is coming at you from Atlanta as well, and that's going to start in just a couple minutes. This is going to be the first time since 2009 that Matt Ryan will not be starting for the Falcons. He sprained his knee last week in that ugly, ugly game. And so Matt Shaw will get the start. And let's go to Bone Crusher for his package that he prepared for Matt Shaw. Let's check it out.
Hey, it is the Bone Crusher coming at you live from the back row of my van. Where else would I be? Yeah, back row. So, I mean, these are the middle seats I'm leaning over. Then, we'd have to get on our feet and get up here to the front row. Now we're in the front row. But let's head on back to the back row. That was quite a journey, don't you think? Yeah, now we're in the back row here. See, we got our Christmas ornaments up. All right, A-Bomb, Coast to Coast, minutes away, Atlanta Falcons, play-by-play reaction, and breaking news out of Flowery Branch. It is official. Matt Schwab will get the start today. Now, Matt hasn't started in like 5 years. He came up as the Falcons. I guess he was a backup under Vic, and then he went on to Houston, had a pretty good career there, was a starter for many years, and now he's back in Atlanta where he's been for multiple years. And, well, first of all, Matt Ryan injured his ankle sprain. He had a boot on until about Wednesday, Thursday. When I saw him in Flowery Branch, that boot was off, but he was not practicing, and that's going to be why we see Matt Schwab starting tonight. If I were to guess, I'd say Matt Ryan could be back next week. It's possible. But, man, you think Matt Ryan is one injury away from kind of the end of this Falcons franchise as we know it. It might be time to turn the page if we can't turn this season around. But I certainly hope we can. Other news, we lost Sanu, got traded to the Patriots, so we wish him the best. It's kind of tough to take a hit like that. We have a pretty good receiving core. But that's the way it goes when you've got one win on the season. But it is the Atlanta Falcons coming up in moments on Coast to Coast with A-Bomb. Do not touch that dial. Don't go anywhere. Sunday football is coming at you next. And by the way, I was just reading a story, a news article, that there's a company that is offering non-smokers 6 days off a year extra on top of their already normal vacation package. And I've done the math on this before. This struck a nerve with me because I had calculated, and I lowballed this. So check out this math on this. I estimate, 5 minutes an hour cigarette smokers at work are on break, not working. That's 5 minutes an hour, 8 hours a day. And so we'll be generous. Maybe they miss an hour or two. But 30 minutes a day they get off to go smoke cigarettes.
All right, and thanks to Crusher for that.
2.5 hours a week. 10 hours a month.
Thank you so much for this. We're going to have to cut this short because the game has just started.
They're getting a lot of extra.
And I hope everybody heard that. Pardon me. I did not get any audio on that, but it looked like it was coming through. If not, we'll play it again later. Almost went to the game today. There are tickets available for this game for under $30, which is highly unusual. And the Falcons are trying to avoid the sack record. And it's 2nd and 3, by the way. That was a pickup of 7. There's a handoff to the running back, and he picks up about 2. Still not a first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 1. But the Falcons haven't had a sack in, I don't know, what is it, 3 or 4 games? Did not have time to do much show prep today. But it's suffice to say, if the Falcons do not get a sack today, they will break an all-time NFL record. It's 3rd and 1, and the ball is already into Falcons territory. In fact, it is on the Falcons 44. There's a first down on 3rd and 1. It's a handoff. And he's tackled around the Falcons 40-yard line. Let's check the flag. This is the last game before the bye week, and if you've been paying attention to local radio in Atlanta all year, we know that supposedly the coaching situation is going to be addressed after this game. So we could possibly be looking at Dan Quinn's final game on the Falcons sidelines. 1st and 10, there's a screen pass, and he's at the 30, the 25, and out of bounds there. Pickup of 15. Matt Schaub is the Falcons' backup. One-time backup to Michael Vick. And then Schaub went to the Houston Texans, started about 90 games for them over a few seasons, and has a Pro Bowl MVP trophy in his trophy case. So it's 1st and 10 from the Falcons 25. It's a handoff. Nowhere there. It'll be 2nd and 9 or 10. Seattle center got hurt on that play. He is down. And we've got our first break in the action. So we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back right after this. You are watching Coast to Coast with A-Bomb on a Sunday afternoon. Justin Britt, center for Seattle, got hurt on that play, and he is out of the game for the time being. Second and 9 from the Falcons, 24. Seattle with it. Russell Wilson shotgun. Let's go of it. Looking for the end zone, and that's broken up. Incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up. Man, what a beautiful day around Atlanta. I actually went into Atlanta, just got back a little while ago. If you know what the Beltline is, and if you know what Ponce City Market is, that's where I spent my morning. Real nice place to walk, ride a bike, ride your scooter, whatever it is. And welcome in Beat by the Books. Yeah, we do need to win every game. Let's see. If we win every game, we can finish this season 10-6 and have a shot at the playoffs. How about that? So 3rd and 9. Seattle has it from the Falcons, 24. And Seattle's going to call a timeout. Russell Wilson wants to talk it over on 3rd and 9. So with 11:27 left in the first quarter, let's take a quick break and be right back. More Coast to Coast straight ahead. We're right back. It's 3rd and 9. Ball spotted on the Falcons 24. Russell Wilson shotgun. Looking, unloads, and that is out of bounds, incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down, and the field goal unit for Seattle should come out on the field. All right, so what does that be by the books? I assume we have an 8% chance of making the playoffs. Hey, that's better than none. That's better than 0, baby. 42-yard field goal attempt for Seattle. Myers kicks it through, and Seattle on the board first. 11:17 left to go in the first quarter. Seahawks 3. Falcons nothing, and we will have the ball as soon as we come back. So Falcons about to receive the ball on the kickoff. Falcons offense has not touched the ball yet today. That's because Seattle, on their opening drive, just put up a field goal and have taken a 3-0 lead over Atlanta. Here is the kickoff. And there is nobody in this stadium, by the way. They just showed the wide shot. They need to not show that shot anymore. There is nobody there. And as I mentioned before, I almost went to this game. Tickets were under $30, and normally that would have been a no-brainer, but I really don't care to go see, I didn't care to see Matt Schaub start a game. Now watch him win this, and I'll wish that I had gone to the game. But going to a game, even though I don't live very far from the stadium, it still takes up a huge chunk of your day just getting there and back. And so first play from scrimmage for Atlanta is a handoff to Freeman, and he picks up about 6. Welcome in Linda, welcome in Brickmaster, and welcome in Bone Crusher, checking in under his alias Fister. And I did play your Matt Shaw package at the top of this stream today. I'm not sure how it went because I could not hear any audio coming through my headphones, even though the meter registered that there was something going on. So I won't really find that out until I go back and watch the stream again. On 2nd and 4, there's another handoff. This time Freeman loses 1 or 2, and it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 5. Falcons have it on their own 23. Schaub looking for a receiver, and he's got one, and Hooper, first down, Falcons. Hooper leads all tight ends in the National Football League in receptions. So it's 1st and 10. Falcons now on their own 33. Handoff to Freeman. Again, no gain. Ito Smith is not playing in today's game. He's hurt. And on defense, who's not playing today? We know that Desmond Trufant is not playing today. He's missed at least a couple other games this year, and you got to figure this is his last year, right? He's just not performing at all. And this whole team really has just had a horrible year, right? That's not exactly breaking news. 2nd and 9. There's a completion to Devontae Freeman. He picks up about 4 out of bounds. Jadeveon Clowney is a Seahawk now, former South Carolina standout, and Houston Texan for the first few years of his career. Third and 6. Falcons on their own 37. Schaub in the shotgun. Let's go. And, that's dropped by Calvin Ridley. Would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punting unit. Come on, Calvin Ridley. Right in the numbers. Could not hold on to it. Just a microcosm of how this season has gone for Atlanta. So Falcons punter Casey Redfern out and getting set to punt. Tyler Lockett receiving the punt. Fair catch, and the Seahawks will take over on their own 26. And Seahawks will have the ball as soon as we come back. We are going to take a quick timeout, and we will return right after these messages. Coast to Coast is on the air. So it's been over a month since the Falcons last recorded a sack. It came in the third quarter on September 22nd in the Colts game. Since then, the Falcons have had 0 sacks, and if they go the whole game today without a sack, they will set an NFL record. So we're back. Seattle has it. And there's a handoff to number 32, and he picks up 5, and he's out of bounds. That'll bring up second down. Second and 5. Seattle has it on their own 32. Russell Wilson changing the play at the line. And this is another handoff to 32. He plows ahead for about 8. That's a Seattle first down. And we have a game break from Detroit. And Detroit picks up a fumble, takes it in for the touchdown, and they now are up 7-0 on the Giants. We'll run down all the scores as we have some available time later on. Carson, the running back for Seattle. Wilson throws to Carson, and he drops it. Screen attempt right on the numbers for him, and that's also dropped. Maybe it's contagious. Brings up second and 10. Seattle with the ball on their own 39. The snap, handoff to Carson. Man, this guy is good. I heard somebody on the radio saying that this is perhaps the most underrated running back in the NFL. And he is certainly making his presence felt early in this one. That was a pickup of 9 and brings up 3rd and 1. Third and 1, he did not pick up the first down, and there is a flag in the backfield holding on Seattle. And so the Falcons elect to take the penalty there instead of being 4th and about half a yard. It's now going to be 3rd and about 10. Officially 3rd and 11 coming up for Seattle. Ball on the Seattle 38. Timeout on the field. Looks like the officials are talking about something here. We've got 10 seconds on the play clock when time resumes. When play resumes. Play clock is off now. That was confusing, but regardless, 3rd and 11 coming up here. Here's a snap. Russell Wilson lets go of it. Receiver falls down, no flags, and that'll be 4th down. Welcome in, Minecraft Gamer. Thanks for being on board. Oliver, our rookie safety, in on that play. No flag. Even though the receiver fell down, it looks like the turf monster got him. So Michael Dixon is the Seattle punter. He comes out for the first time today. Kenyon Barner receiving this punt for Atlanta. High punt. Falcons fielded at their own 7, and he gets about 1 yard. Falcons will take over this drive on about their own 8-yard line. And so we'll step aside for just a quick moment during this timeout, and we will return in just moments here on Coast to Coast. I'm A-Bomb. All right then, welcome in. Fortnite Sniper Shot. And Martin Rafi, go Hawks indeed, 2-0. Trae Young, averaging 39, or is it 38.5 points? Trae Young is averaging 38.5 so far this season. And starting to look like the superstar that everybody said he was going to be when the Hawks drafted him last year. Schaub, back to pass. Zips one over to Julio Jones. That's complete. Out to the 35. Pickup of 20 plus. Schaub spun that one. And I'm going to say right there after that pass, as much as I like Matt Ryan, you know, the rap on Matt Ryan is that he's got a weak arm. There was nothing weak about that pass from Matt Schaub. Falcons 1st and 10 on their own 35, and there's a toss to Freeman, and he barely gets back to the line, if that. All right, got 10 likes rocking. Walking Legend is in. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Appreciate that. Keep them coming. And anybody who's on board for the first time, hit us up with a sub. And if you do like if you do like Hawks basketball, we're going to have plenty of that for you coming up. I haven't had time to do a game yet, but that's going to change this week. 2nd and 11. Schaub under center. Unloads, and that's complete to Calvin Ridley, and it looks like he got the first down. Pickup of 11. And indeed it is. Hey, Falcons, first down. Let's check some early scores for you. Eagles have a 3-0 lead over the Bills. Chargers and Bears scoreless. Lions up 14-0 on the New York Football Giants. Titans 7, Bucks 3. Broncos and Colts scoreless. Bengals and Rams underway. LA has a 3-0 lead there. Cardinals up 3-0 on the Saints at the end of the first quarter. And meanwhile, back here, it's 1st and 10. Falcons have it on their own 43. Schaub looking and completing. Who was that? That was Hardy. And a pick of about 7. Yeah, Legend, I heard about that. Your other channel's banned for 3 months. I guess that's what you get for playing that copyright music. That's a shame. So 2nd and 2. And Falcons are into Seattle real estate. Ball is on the Seattle 45. Hand off to Devontae, and on 2nd and 2, he picks up the first down. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining first quarter. From Atlanta, where the roof is open. That's a rarity. It is a beautiful day in Atlanta, as mentioned earlier. Current temperature, 69. First and 10, Seattle, 42-yard line is where Matt Schaub is. Under center, fakes the handoff, looking for a receiver, and he has one. That's complete to tight end Hooper, maybe a yard on that pickup. Atlanta Hawks 2-0 on the young season, beat Orlando yesterday. Beat Detroit a couple days before that. 2nd and 8. Ball spotted on the Seattle 40-yard line. There's a handoff. And that is a pickup of 1. So that should bring up 3rd and about 7. Well, Legend, he didn't have 40-something, but he was close to it. He had 38 points in the first game, 39 points last night, including a long three off the glass to put it away late in the fourth quarter last night. On 3rd and 7, here's the play, and just as the play gets off, a flag comes in. False start, Atlanta. That is on Wes Schweitzer. So 3rd and 12 now. After that penalty, Schaub looking. He completes it underneath to Freeman, and he picks up about 11. That is not going to be a first down. It'll be 4th and 1. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. So, in the first quarter, this is our score. Seattle 3, Atlanta nothing. And we'll see what kind of play comes up next. Will it be a punt, or the Falcons go for it on 4th down? All of that and more as soon as we come back on Coast to Coast. And we've got a field goal opportunity. 51 yards, Matt Bryant. Let's see if he can make this one. Come on, Matty. From 51, the kick is up, and it is no good. Just missed it. And that's the kind of year he's had. That's at least his 3rd miss this year. Once he was automatic for. In recent years, he's just not making them. Yeah, and I keep thinking that he's going to get cut. You know, every time he misses one, I keep thinking it's going to be his last game. That's usually how it goes. But since the Falcons are mired in this god-awful season, he may just finish out the string. And so that gives the ball to Seattle. They will start their drive from their 41. Russell Wilson takes over. Russell Wilson under center. Hands it off to number 20, and he plows ahead for 9. That is Penny. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Seahawks. Here's the game break from Buffalo. And Buffalo is on the scoreboard, and they are now up 7-3 on the Eagles. Go Bills. They've only lost 1 game so far. And that was to New England. 2nd and 1 at midfield. Russell Wilson standing on top of the Falcon. It's another handoff to the 40, to the 35, and finally down at the 32. First down and then some. That was Penny again on the scamper. And we now see Bone Crusher, our mod. As I mentioned earlier, I did play your package. Not sure if the audio came through or not. I don't know if you were watching at the time, Crusher. Did that package play okay? Russell Wilson back to pass. Fires and completes for a first down. And that one is at the 20-yard line of the Falcons. So Seattle threatening again. Yeah, I love seeing Buffalo do well. Yeah, I was around and I witnessed all 4 of their Super Bowl losses consecutively starting in 1990. I was really pulling for them. 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 19. First down and more. The running back Carson picks up about 13. And they are inside the 10. And it's 1st and goal. All right, Crusher says the package played okay. Well, I might have to just get that back on at halftime then. There's a handoff, and he picks up about 3 to take it down to the Falcons 4. It will be 2nd and goal. And touchdown, just like that. Russell Wilson connects with Metcalf. Seattle touchdown. Yeah, the Dodgers are the Bills of baseball, sort of. Falcons D wasn't ready. That was a hurry-up play. Falcons caught off guard. What else is new, right? So it's 9-0 Seattle. Here comes the extra point. And it's good. So Seattle takes a 10-0 lead with 11:47 left in the first half. I am A-Bomb. You are watching Coast to Coast. The show will be right back. Metcalf with the touchdown for Seattle. And Walking Legend has some breaking baseball news. He's got the hot stove all warmed up, and the World Series isn't even over yet. We've got hot stove action. Reds are in talks with the Pirates for center fielder Sterling Marte. Matt Schaub, 7 for 8, 73 yards. He's looked pretty good. So it's his ball now, 11:47 left, first half. Ball on the Falcons 25. That's where the drive starts. On our center, it's a handoff to Freeman. He picks up 3 or 4. So Drew Brees is starting for the Saints today. Saints and Cardinals tied at 3, second quarter. Meanwhile, a little bit too high for Julio Jones, and that's an incompletion. Brings up 3rd and 7. Bears up 3-0 on the Chargers. Lions 14, Giants now 7. Titans up 13-3 on the Buccaneers. Broncos have a 3-0 lead over the Colts. Rams up 10-3 on the Bengals. We just mentioned Cardinals Saints tied at 3. And it's 3rd and 7 here. Schaub shotgun. Completes it to Julio, but he's about a yard shy of the first down. Coming up later this afternoon, Panthers at 49ers. Cleveland at New England. New England 7-0. Raiders at the Texans. And then your Sunday night game, Packers at Chiefs. And it's 4th and 1, and the Falcons are going for it. And they're deep in their own territory for a going for it situation. Ball on the Falcons' own 34. And it's a full yard. And it's a passing play, and it's complete to number 87. Whoever that might be. And that's a first down, and that's Graham, our tight end. It's not Jimmy Graham, but it's another white tight end named Graham. This guy's got some long blonde hair. Well, you know, if the Bengals are going to be 0-8, there is no room for any Falcons. I guess we can talk some trash. We've got that one win in week 2 against the Eagles. That's it. So it's 1st and 10, Falcons from their own 45. Matt Schaub lets it go. Caught by Julio. Nice catch, tiptoeing and keeping his tippy toes in bounds. There is a flag on the play. Pass interference on the freaking Falcons. Offensive PI. Are you kidding me? That's a bullshit call anyway. The NFL needs to get rid of that stupid rule. I guess it was deserved on that play. Julio was all over the defender. Or was he? I mean, yeah, he pushed off on him. Even the announcers are like, is that really enough for PI? Yeah, I'm a long way from having to floss. You know, ever since baseball season got over with, I've only done a few, Falcon streams once a week. There's another penalty on Atlanta. And now they're saying that Atlanta called a timeout before the flag. Either way, it's first and really long. The screen graphic says first and 20. Oh, I think the Falcons are trying to challenge this pass interference flag, which we know doesn't work. Okay, so after all that, first and 20. Yeah, that's a good point, Legend. I should do just a couple clips here and there during the week. Shaw back to pass, intercepted by the linebacker, number 58 for Seattle, Kendricks. And that is the first turnover of the day. And so with exactly 9 minutes to go in the half, we step aside for a timeout. We will be back after this on Coast to Coast. Seattle, first and 10 in Falcons territory on the Falcons 46. End around, and that only picked up about 2 yards when it was all said and done. Saints now up 10-3 on the Cardinals. Drew Brees back in action. World Series Game 5 comes your way tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. And it's 2nd and 8 here. Handoff to Carson, picks up about 6. It'll be 3rd and about 2. 8:13 left first half. go ahead and hit us up with a like if you haven't done that. Subscribe too. And here we are on 3rd and officially 3. Ball on the Falcons 41. Carson gets the first down. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20. Out of bounds at the 19. On 3rd and 3. Big stiff arm Carson put out there, and that got him an extra 10 yards. .68 yards rushing on 9 attempts. That is a 7.6 average. Ball spotted on the Falcons 20. 1st and 10. And there's Carson again. He picks up 4. We're under 7 minutes in the first half. We'll bring you the Jim Rome Show from Friday coming up. Falcons still without a sack today. Remember, if the Falcons do not record a sack, they will break an all-time NFL record in sack futility. Russell Wilson goes to the end zone. Incomplete, flags everywhere. Laundry all over the field, including in the backfield and including in the end zone. The dreaded offsetting penalties cancel each other out, so we'll play this down over again. So we'll do it all over again. 2nd and 6 again from the Atlanta 14. This one's a toss to the running back at the 5. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Wayne Brown on the carry, number 20. And it's going to be 1st and goal, Seattle. Straight up 2 o'clock on the East Coast. So it's 1st and goal from the Atlanta 4-yard line. It's a handoff to Carson. He plows ahead to about the half-yard line. Second and goal, coming right up. Seahawks 5-2 on the year. Falcons 1-6. Falcons head into their bye week immediately following this game. And it's going to be a night of refreshing Twitter a whole bunch, seeing if any news about Dan Quinn comes over. Here's the handoff to Carson, and he is in for the touch. Seattle touchdown. It is 16-0. Points off turnovers. Here comes the extra point attempt. It is good. So, with 4:46 remaining in the first half, Seattle is starting to stack them up. Stacking up the points. Your score, Seattle 17, Atlanta nothing. Be right back. I have a question. Has anybody tried the Burger King $1 taco? I just saw the ad for it. I don't know what I think about that. It didn't look very good, but, you know, maybe somebody listening has had one and can review that for us. And welcome in, Ethan. Good to see you. And the Falcons will take over here with under 5 minutes to go and down 17-0 to Seattle. No, neither of us. I wasn't doing any streaming last night. I definitely watched some of that. Yeah. Congratulations to Michigan for beating Notre Dame yesterday. So Schaub with it, unleashes, and there's a completion to Julio. He gets out of bounds with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, 4.40 left. And that's a pick of about 20 yards. Falcons with it on their own 44. Play action. Schaub gets rid of it to Freeman. And he is across midfield and down at about the Seattle 47. And I want to say it again, man, what a beautiful day it was. I got up early. I went into downtown Atlanta, walked along the Beltline, went to Ponce City Market. And if anybody knows about the Beltline, you know, that's one of the big stops along the way. Got in my 10,000 steps. And now I'm here bringing you coverage of Seahawks and Falcons. Hopefully the Falcons can mount a huge comeback or at the very least record a sack. There's a toss to Freeman. He's got the first down at the 40 and down at the 35. 3:20 remaining first half. Jim Rome Show coming your way at halftime from Friday. Saints still up on the Cardinals, but now it's 10-6. 4 minutes left in the first half there. Under 3 to go here. It's 1st and 10 from the Seattle 35. Shotgun formation. Gets rid of it quick. That's incomplete. It'll be interesting to see how the Panthers and 49ers game goes in San Francisco today. Panthers 4-2, Niners 6-0. We'll see if the young quarterback Kyle, what's his name for Carolina, can actually go out there and beat a big team. I hope not. Always root for the Panthers to lose, no matter what. 2nd and 10. Schaub unloads, almost intercepted, and whoever that was, number 36, King, it was in and out of his hands, so it's 3rd and 10. That was an easy INT. It was so easy that he just couldn't hang onto the ball. He just, was not expecting it to literally fall into his lap. So it's 3rd and 10. Falcons with the ball on the Seattle 35. Here's the play. Schaub unloads. Incomplete. No flags, so it's 4th down. Yeah, that was a big upset, and Michigan boat raced Notre Dame 45-15, your final score. So here is Matt Bryan. He missed the 51-yarder. This one is from 53. Here is the kick. It is no good. Not even close this time. At least the last one was close. This one, not so much. Will Matt Bryant survive the season? And this guy was so reliable in the past, and the Falcons cut him, or didn't renew his contract, is probably a better way of putting that. But Del Vecchio, the guy they brought in training camp, had such a horrible camp that they were forced into re-signing Bryant, and now, that looks like it was a bad idea too. Just everything that could possibly go wrong is for Atlanta this year. And so Seattle takes over from their own 44. Wilson unloads. There's a completion to Metcalf, out of bounds, pickup of 8. Metcalf, the rookie from Ole Miss. Rams and Bengals from London. Cooper Kupp on this 65-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have a 17-10 lead over Cincinnati. Game break brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. And we are now at the 2-minute warning in the first half. And Seattle has the ball. They're driving and up 17-0 on the Falcons. We're back, and big congratulations to the Daniel Boone team winning the high school musket. Way to go, Ethan, on that. All right, it is 2nd and 3. There's a handoff to Carson, and looks like he plowed ahead just enough for the first down. 1 minute, 49 seconds remaining. Seahawks 2 timeouts left, Falcons all 3. Ball spotted on the Falcons 47. Wilson unloads. That one is out of bounds. Clock stopped with 1:33. The Musket Bowl. Hell yeah. What's the name of the town you live in Tennessee? I forgot. I know you're in Tennessee somewhere, right? Second and 10. Ball spotted on the Falcons 47-yard line. Russell Wilson gets rid of it. Oh, what a catch by number 16, Lockett. Tyler Lockett picks up about 18 yards out of bounds. First down, clock stopped 1:26. Okay, Ethan, coming at us from Gray, Tennessee, in the Triangle area. Gray, Kingsport, and Johnson City. And it's 1st and 10. Ball is on the Falcons 27. It's a handoff and a pickup of about 5. Falcons call a timeout. So it's 2nd and 5, 1:21. Second and 5. Ball is on the Falcons 22. Russell Wilson to the end zone, touchdown. Wow, he did not stay in bounds. Good. So it's 3rd and 5. Hell of a play anyway. To DK Metcalf. Caught it over his shoulder. Okay, so he kept both feet in bounds, but he just could not hold on to the ball. So 1:14 left. It's 3rd and 5. We've got a flag. False start, Seattle. And we're going to run that package back on Matt Shaw. We're going to run that as soon as this game has gone final. If you missed it at the beginning, I didn't come on the air in time to play the whole thing. That's my bad. So we're going to play that in its entirety immediately following the game. It's 3rd and 3. Check it, 3rd and 10. Russell Wilson, complete, first down, and that is Lockett pulling it down inside the 10. Falcons use another timeout, so I see what Quinn's doing. He did this in a game earlier this season where he just wants to have some time left after they inevitably score here. Some time left to try to do something. All it really does is prolong the agony. A rare game in Mercedes-Benz where the roof is open. It is such a beautiful day. I've been to, I guess, 3 separate games in this place, and I've never seen the roof open yet. It is first and goal. Ball spotted on the 7-yard line. And there's a pickup, about 3 on the ground. Carson with the yards. Hey, Ethan, no, I would have no idea. I've never really been to that area of Tennessee. I've been to Knoxville, I've been to Gatlinburg, been to Chattanooga, but I've never been to the Tri-Cities. I'm sure it's a very nice area. There's a touchdown for Seattle on second and goal. Russell Wilson complete to DK Metcalf for his second score of the game. And another huge first half deficit for the Falcons. It's 23-0. So let's see how much time is left. There's 27 seconds left, but first the extra point. It's good. So the Seahawks are up 24-0. Falcons, no timeouts left. When we come back, 27 seconds to make something happen. The blowout is on in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and A-Bomb and Coast to Coast will be right back. So there's the kickoff. And the Falcons with 27 seconds left to go. No timeouts. They burned them all on that last drive by Seattle. I have never been to Dollywood. I have been to Pigeon Forge. I just haven't been to Dollywood. So Falcons first and 10 from their own 25. Matt Schaub, shotgun. They're going to go all out here and try to make something happen. There's a completion. And that one is going to be out of bounds. And a pickup about 15. To the tight end. Don't know who this one is for the Falcons. Number 80. First and 10, Falcons with it on their own 43. 19 seconds to go. Schaub in the shotgun. Unloads. First down to Julio in the middle of the field and into Seattle territory. 6 seconds left. And we spike it. 4 seconds. Clock stopped. What do we do here? I know we're not going to send out Matt Bryan again. This one's probably like a 60-yarder anyway. All right, so here we go. Ball spotted on the Seattle 42. Matt Schaub's shotgun. And Seattle calls a timeout, prolonging the agony again. No, I did not see that, Ethan. It's been a long time since I've been up that way. I need to get up there again. We used to take family trips to Gatlinburg every fall when I was a kid. All right, so here we go. Final play of the half. Ball on the Seattle 42. Matt Schaub shotgun. Presume a Hail Mary is coming up here. Oh, he loses the ball. Seattle picks it up and then immediately tackled. So that's how the half ends. Ugly. And again, each one of these bad plays is simply a microcosm of the Falcons season as a whole. So we've reached halftime. It is all Seattle the score. Seahawks 24, Falcons with a big goose egg, and now we send it to the Jim Rome Show for halftime. We will be back after that.
Yeah. Must be Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Friday.
That's right. I am Jim Rome. Welcome to the jungle. It is Friday. Yeah. Program brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Thank you, Alvy. Yeah. Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Rocket Mortgage is with you every step of the way to provide a seamless mortgage experience. What's going on? Welcome to the program. My name is Jim Rome. It is great to be with you today. Not because it's Friday. It's great to be with you every single day. Nice to have you here. All right, really good show going into the weekend. Let me ask, did you back it in? Did you denim up first? Are you ready to come strong on a Friday? Friday afternoon, Friday evening, happy hour, whatever you want to do on a Friday is much better if you come strong and you finish. Finish like a boss. Come and get some. Make this show better. I want you to be able to say at the end of the day, good show, dude.
Good show, dude.
I'm going to do my part. You do yours. I promise you, I will do my part. Now you do yours. Telephone number is toll free. And I do not have an interview until 40 past hour number one, meaning you can get through right now. 1-800-636-8686. Do not wait on me. Just decide what you want to talk about, any of the action coming into the weekend. College, NFL, NBA, anything at all. Anything that happened last night, wherever you want. Come in here with a strong take. You've got the phone number. If you'd rather do it on Twitter, that's great. Follow me at Jim Rome. It's easy, at Jim Rome. Email me at Rome, R-O-M-E, haveatake.com. Rome at haveatake.com. Coming up at 40 past, an MLB network analyst and a former 14-year MLB vet, Carlos Pena, to break down the World Series. Can the Astros get right? They look nothing like themselves, and the Nationals look exactly the way they've looked for the last several months. So we'll talk to him at 40 past. Next hour, Packers cornerback Kevin King. Hour number 3, 49ers D lineman D Ford. It's Friday. You know what that means? Well, other than yesterday was Thursday and tomorrow is Saturday.
Today's Friday.
It means the big head. Flight Deck is here. Flight Deck's been doing better than me online of late. But we're going into the weekend, so we'll see. We're going ballistic.
We're going ballistic, man.
1-800-636-8686. All right, so I said to you, just grab a topic. Come on in here. Now, where am I going to start? I have a lot of different options. It is a busy Friday. A lot of different places where I could start. Thursday night football. Generally, that is where I start on Friday morning. NBA in full effect. The Clippers put a beat down on Golden State last night. Game 3 of the World Series is tonight. I could start in any of these places, yet I'm going to start with the UFC. Yes, I am. UFC 244 is scheduled for November 2nd in Madison Square Garden. And it's a card that's going to feature Nate Diaz, My man Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal fighting for the BMF. Now, there's nothing mythical about that belt. That is the most important belt. That's more important than the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. They're fighting for the BMF, baddest mother bleeper title. It was the fight that started with this call-out back in August.
Do you think we'll be seeing you fighting regularly now?
The reason I was off is because everybody sucked. There was nobody to fight. But with this belt, I want to defend it against Jorge Masvidal. Had a good last fight. All respect to the man, but there ain't no gangsters in this game anymore. There ain't nobody who does it right but me and him. So I know my man's a gangster, but he ain't no West Coast gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is why this is such an enormous Nate Diaz house. Such an enormous Nate Diaz house. This is why I'm such a huge Nate Diaz guy, because there's nobody like him. Not in his sport, not in any sport. And as I always say, saying something sucks is not a take, unless it's Nate Diaz saying that the reason he has not been fighting is because everybody else sucks. Then it's not only a take, it's one of the best takes ever. And he said, there's only a couple of gangsters left in this sport, but I'm the West Coast gangster. I mean, it's so good on every single level and such a good call out. So, the fight that we all need, the fight that we all want, the fight to determine the BMF is set. Or maybe it's not. It was set, and now it's on, or it's off, maybe, sort of. I mean, it's not like it's even clear, because there was an announcement made yesterday. That Nate Diaz had an issue with a drug test. Now, notice my wording right here. There has not been an announcement of a suspension. And as of last night, Diaz had not been provisionally suspended. And notice, I also did not say that the UFC announced or that USADA announced that Nate Diaz had failed a test. I didn't say that because it was Nate Diaz himself who announced the results of a drug test. And he announced it in a way that only Nate Diaz could. In other words, in a manner which was awesome. You see, we don't know how any athlete is going to react to a failed drug test. Actually, we do know, because they always react the same way. We've seen it play out time and time again. There really are only a couple of different ways that athletes react to a failed drug test. There's the I didn't knowingly take, I would never cheat version. Or there's the blame a tainted substance version. It's not my fault. I just unknowingly ingested some tainted meat or a tainted supplement. It's usually one of those two ways, except not with Nate. Nate was not going there, especially since Nate is on record as being really outspoken against PEDs. And Nate is on record as being different than anybody else. So there was no way he was just going to say what everybody else always says in that situation. Nope. My man released a notes screenshot with the following statement, and it reads, I'm not going to make it out to NYC for fight week next week because they say I tested with elevated levels that they say might be for some tainted supplements. I call false on that because I only take whole food or natural food supplements. I don't even eat meat. End quote. All right, so there's an amazing start right there. I mean, I guess that's him announcing that there was a failed test, but he did it by saying, I'm not going to make it out to NYC for fight week next week. See, that doesn't sound like a guy who failed a test. That sounds like a guy who had to cancel his plans to come to your party. Yeah, I'm not going to make it out. Sorry about that. My bad. Something just came up. Sorry, y'all, but have a great time. But see, that was just a casual start with just him walking to the ring, because now he's about to let the hands go. He went on, and I quote, so until UFC, USADA, or whoever is bleeping with me fixes it, I won't be competing. I'm not going to play their game or try to hide it or keep quiet as they suggested. I'm not going to have my name tainted as a cheater like these other mother bleepers who keep quiet until after the fight just so they can get paid. Bleeping cheaters. End quote. And replace any of the bleeps with F-bombs because that's what he said. Let me translate that for you, though. One of you loser organizations has framed me, and I'm not going to fight until you mother bleepers come correct, own it, and straighten it out. Get your damn acts together and knock it off. And don't even think about suspending me. Too late. I'm suspending myself until you jerkweeds get it right. You're accusing me of cheating. You know who the hell I am? I don't even eat meat. The only thing I take is Whole Foods. I cheat. You know who the hell I am? I cheat. I cheat. Yeah, you bleeping cheat. I didn't fail a test. You faked it, you bleeping cheaters. Man, I love that Nate doesn't take drugs. He takes Whole Foods. What an amazing line. I don't take drugs. I take Whole Foods. Yeah, he takes Whole Foods, and I take In-N-Out. He takes Whole Foods. I take Mag's Donuts. But this isn't about me. It's about the legend. And that legend is dropping some serious hammer fists now, especially when he says, quote, they suggested, end quote, that he keep quiet until after the fight. Now, I don't know who they is, and I don't know if they really suggested that, but I know Nate is pissed. And now Nate is looking to go for the finish. Quote, I don't give a bleep about some money over my dignity and my legacy. I'm not playing along with this bull bleep. I'm not staying quiet and figuring it out after the fight. That's cheating. So, fight game, I'll see you when I see you. Sincerely, the realest, baddest mother bleeper in the game. End quote. Man, the only thing better than him signing his statement with, quote, the realest, baddest mother bleeper in the game is that he included a fist emoji at the end of it. And the only thing better than that is the fact that he tweeted out the screenshot with the caption, quote, you're all on steroids, not me. I mean, he is so awesome. There are multiple ways for people to respond to failed drug tests. It wasn't me. It was a tainted supplement. I didn't knowingly do this. But nobody ever responded to a failed drug test by saying, you're all on roids, not me. You're all on steroids, not me. That is the best. I didn't fail a test. You all failed a test. You failed a test for honesty. Bleep you. I'm going to give myself a 1-year suspension. You know what? I might roll that into a career-ending suspension if you a-holes don't pull your heads out. Oh, I just appealed my own suspension of myself. And that appeal was denied. Now I have a 2-year suspension. And best of all, well, not best of all because Nate is best of all, but Jorge Masvidal is pissed. Not at Nate, but he's pissed that the fight may not come off and he's not having it. In fact, he's got Nate's back. He tweeted, quote, you not the baddest mofo in the game. I am. But you are one of the cleanest mofos. Nate, I'll see you November 2nd. I know your name is clean. I don't need USADA to tell me bleep. So he's not accepting it either. I don't need USADA to tell me bleep. It's a great ending to a tweet. And he was not alone. Masvidal was not alone. One fighter after another jumped on Twitter to say they would fight if Nate can't or Nate won't. And, you know, if guys are tweeting about a failed drug test, it was only a matter of time before John Jones came flying in. And Jones somehow made it all about himself. Jones retweeted Nate's statement with, quote, and just like that, years of hard work discredited overnight with one phone call, end quote. And then Jones chased it with, quote, not many people in the world know what you're feeling right now. I do. Keep your head up, man. I knew I was innocent and was willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and countless hours with scientists and lawyers to prove it. I know you feel like someone is setting you up. That's exactly how I felt. At times, it's going to feel like a pretty hopeless situation, but maybe it's not. You can't just give...
Thank you, Jim Rome and CBS Sports Radio. We are now ready for the second half. And Seattle kicking off. That one is out of the end zone. Falcons will start the drive from their own 25. Not much good to say at all about the Falcons' effort. Offense, defense, special teams. None of those three phases had a good first half. And so here we go. Play action fake. That one is complete to the tight end, and that's Hooper at the 50, at the 45, and out of bounds at the 41. Pickup of a good, 30 plus. That's what I'm talking about. "35-yard gain for Hooper." And Ethan, I'm not sure if you're asking what channel the football game is on. It is on Fox 5 Atlanta here in our area. And Freeman runs ahead for 15. Late flag, however. Let's check that. That is holding on Atlanta. Replay first down. Wipe out the 15-yard gain. If you like Hawks basketball, we got that coming for you later this week. If that sounds good, hit us up with a sub. And keep those likes coming. Thanks, Bone Crusher. I will be down in Panama City Beach in 2 weeks. Really looking forward to that. Let's hope the weather is superb for that week. And on 1st and 19, there's a completion for about 8. That was Gage on the reception. He probably will see more playing time since Mohamed Sanu is now a New England Patriot. And we do have a second round draft pick coming our way for that trade. And there's a completion to Freeman, and he gets out of bounds after a pickup of about 7. So 1st and 19 is now 3rd and short. 3rd and 6 to be specific. We'll check scores around the league coming up in just a bit. And here's the 3rd and 6 play. Ball spotted on the Seattle 36. And right away, we have a flag. And that's on the defense. So that 5-yard penalty will now make it 3rd and 1, much more manageable. So here's some scores for you. In the third quarter, the Eagles are up 17-7 on the 5-1 Bills. The Bears have taken the lead over the Chargers. Bears 9, Chargers 7. And first, the 3rd and 1 play for Atlanta. Ball spotted on the Seattle 31. Freeman loses 2 on that one. Horrible call. This will be 4th and 2 or 3. Lions just scored a field goal, and they are now up 23-13 on the Giants. It's halftime in Tennessee where the Titans have a 17-15 lead over the Tampa Bay Bucks. In the third quarter, Broncos 13, Colts 3 from Indianapolis. In London, the Rams have a 17-10 lead over the Bengals in the third quarter. Saints up 10-6 on the Cardinals. In the third, halftime in Jacksonville where the Jags are up 19-7 over the Jets. And that's all for your early games. All other action takes place starting in the 4 o'clock hour. And then we have Packers at Chiefs coming at you from Kansas City for the Sunday night game. That scoreboard blast brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. So 4th and 2, Falcons are going for it. And it looked like a Seattle player jumped off sides. And if they did, that's going to be a first down. And that's indeed what it is. First down on the penalty. Illegal contact is the official call. Falcons have it on the Seattle 27, 1st and 10. Pitch back to Freeman. And he plows ahead for about 4. Matt Ryan looking on for the sidelines. From the sidelines for the first time in 10 years. Last time he missed a game was 2009 with turf toe. Oh, there's a touchdown for the Falcons. I didn't even have time to call the play. Wow, Hill on the run for 27 yards and the touch, and the Falcons are on the board. Check it, a 23-yard scamper for Hill. Toss play to Hill. Found the big hole and took it in for the score. Falcons going for 2. 1 for 3 on the season are the Falcons on that category. Oh, nice play. Ridley in the very back of the end zone, somehow keeping his 2 feet in bounds. Let's see that replay. Let's make sure that was good. Oh, yes, it was. So it is now Seahawks 24 and the Atlanta Falcons 8. And A-Bomb will step aside for a quick timeout. And we'll be back for more Falcons football right after this. You're watching Coast to Coast. Falcons actually are winning the time of possession battle, 18:06 to 16. Where it counts, though, Seahawks up 24-8. Here's the kickoff. This one's short at the 20 and tackled at about the 24. So that's where Russell Wilson and the Seahawks will take over. Hey, Dogs fans, make sure to check out Bone Crusher's channel. It is the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Next weekend, Florida, Georgia, from Jacksonville. So you see Bone Crusher there. Make sure to hit up his channel, subscribe. One of the top 50 live streamers, according to Internet Talkers Magazine. That is Bone Crusher. 1st and 10. Ball on the Seattle 24-yard line. Russell Wilson under center. Now he steps back. 4 seconds on the play clock. 1 second. And did he get it off in time? He did not. There's a flag. This play should be meaningless right here and should be a 5-yard penalty for the Hawks. Actually, they're calling it a false start. Either way, that is a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15 for Seattle. Ball spotted on their own 19. Here's the play. And Carson, running back, loses a yard or two. And we've got a game break from Chicago where the Bears, on a 2-yard touchdown, make it a 16-7 lead over the Los Angeles Chargers. So it's 2nd and 16. Shotgun formation. Russell Wilson looking, stepping up. Now he's going to run it and slides down at the 25. So that brings up 3rd and 11. Third and 11. Shotgun formation again. Ball spotted on the Seattle 23. Russell Wilson back to pass, and he goes down. There's the sack, and the Falcons avoid the sack futility record, and the crowd goes nuts. First sack in over a month, and Grady Jarrett gets credit for that one. That is the first Falcons sack since week 3 versus Indianapolis. All right, well, that's a big moral victory in itself. Russell Wilson goes down, and he goes down hard. It's 4th down, and the Seahawks kicking out of their own end zone, or right in front of it, that is. There's the punt, and it's fielded on the Falcons 32. Goes backwards up to 35 and down at about the 37. So with 8 minutes and 31 seconds to go, third quarter, Falcons have the ball, down 24-8 to the Seahawks. I'm A-Bomb, and our show Coast to Coast will be right back. 7-yard pickup on the ground for Atlanta. We start this drive. Falcons down 24-8 to the Seahawks. Thanks for the game break there, Legend. We have the Rams up 24-10 over the Bengals. Perhaps the one team that's actually worse than Atlanta. Handoff to Freeman, and there's a flag on the play, and he makes it back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But it's holding on Atlanta. How about that? So defensive tackle Jaron Reed is down, and well, now he's back up on his feet, heading to the sidelines. Looked like he might have hurt himself a little bit there. Not too bad though. It is 2nd and 13. Schaub in the shotgun. Ball on the Falcons, 34. And there's a completion to Julio and a first down. Pickup of 11. Check it. Pickup about 15. Seven minutes to go, third quarter, and it is straight up 3 o'clock Eastern time. Thanks for being with Coast to Coast. I'm A-Bomb. Seahawks 24, Falcons 8, and Falcons driving. Matt Schaub back to pass, unloads, and that is incomplete. Justin Hardy, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10 coming up. Schaub goes down hard on that play. And now it's 2nd and 10. Schaub back in the shotgun. Ball is at midfield. Here's the play. Complete in the flat over to Freeman, and he picks up a first down and out of bounds. Game break in Detroit. New York Giants back in it. It is now Detroit 24, Giants 13 after a New York Football Giants touchdown. Danny Dimes with that one. 1st and 10. Falcons have it on the Seahawks 36. It's a handoff to Freeman, and he plows ahead for 8. Down at the 27. Officially a 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 1. There's a toss to the running back, and he gets the first down with the help of his teammates pushing him forward. The pile kept moving, and that was Hill on the carry. Ito Smith is out, so Hill is our number 3 guy on the depth chart. And he's had a couple of big plays today, making the most of that playing time. First and 10, ball spotted on the Seahawks 23. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Here's the play. It's another handoff to Hill, and he picks up about 3 or 4. And a cloud of dust. This is Coast to Coast, where we bring you Falcons, Hawks, Braves, and more. And what a start. It's only 2 games, right, for the Hawks, but they've looked good, and especially Trey Young, averaging 38.5 points per game in those 2. And we'll definitely bring some of that to you coming up this week. Here's the play. Fake handoff, and Schaub goes down. And loses about 5 yards in the process. That'll bring up 3rd down and long. So if you like Atlanta sports, give us a subscribe. And it's not that big of a commitment, right? I mean, if it doesn't work out, you can sever the relationship at a later time. And don't forget to ring the notification bell. So it's 3rd and 16. Shotgun formation for Matt Schaub. He gets it off, and that's a drop. Russell Gage could not come away with that. Let's see that replay. Yeah, he should have had that one. I'm not sure if it was classified as a drop. Did he get a... Oh, yeah, he got his hand on it. So, brings up 4th and 16. Here's Matt Bryant, 0 for 2. He missed from 51 and 53. This one is from 47. Kick is up. And it is good. So, the Falcons inch a little bit closer. Your score, the Seahawks 24 and the Falcons 11. We'll be back for more third quarter action on Coast to Coast right after this. goes out of the end zone, so Seattle will start on their own 25. 3:25 remaining in the third quarter. So, will the comeback continue? Seattle, 1st and 10. It is a handoff to Carson. Picks up maybe one. Let's bring you a treasurehunt.ga scoreboard blast. Eagles 24, Bills 13. That one's in the third. Bears over the Chargers 16-10 in the third. Lions 24, Giants 19. And here's the play. On second down, Russell Wilson completes it, and that's still shy of a first down by about 3 yards, so we'll bring up third and short. We've got the Buccaneers ahead of the Titans now. In Tennessee, the score, Tampa Bay 23, Tennessee Titans 17. Broncos have a 13-6 lead over the Colts. In London, the Rams up 24-10 on the Bengals. Saints up 17-6 on the Arizona Cardinals. And the Jacksonville Jags 19, the Jets 7. There's your treasurehunt.ga blast on 3rd and 3. No good. Nothing doing. And that'll bring up 4th down. 3rd down conversion fails for Seattle. We're under 2 minutes to go in the third. So, Falcons D, perhaps their best effort since that big win against Philly back in week 2, the only win so far. Flag. That is a false start on Seattle. Back them up 5. So Falcons should have pretty decent field position when this punt is all over. Here's the kick. High one and deep and not good field position at all. The Falcons will be starting from their own 16. So with 1:09 left in the third quarter, Falcons have the ball and the score. Seattle 24, Atlanta 11. We will be right back after this on Coast to Coast. Okay, we're back. I just missed the first play of this drive. And it was a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. We're down to 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball is on the Falcons 17. And it's 2nd and 6. Schaub under center. Fakes the handoff. Passes. And complete to Julio. That's a first down. Up to the 31. Thumbs up for your boy, says Bone Crusher. Thanks so much. Our mod extraordinaire, Bone Crusher. And as we mentioned earlier, voted one of the top 50 live reaction guys that you cannot miss in 2020. That coming at you from internettalkers.com and the magazine. Another throw to Julio and another completion, another first down. This one almost at midfield. And do we have a quarterback controversy brewing? Matt Schaub is getting it done. And so that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Seattle 24, the Falcons 11, and driving. Ball will be at midfield when we come back for the fourth quarter. This is Coast to Coast. I'm A-Bomb. Stay tuned. Start of the fourth quarter. And ball's at midfield. Matt Schaub back to pass. Little dump off to Freeman, and he's tackled after a pickup of about 3. Nice looking screen. And Seattle player, safety, made a nice trip up there to prevent a big gain. So brings up 2nd and 6. Ball into Seattle real estate now. Ball is on the Seattle 48. And Matt Schaub with an immediate pitch back. And that one is going nowhere. Freeman, loss of a yard. I'll bring up 3rd and about 7. So, in fact, it is 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation for Schaub. Big play for the Falcons. If this comeback is going to continue, we need a first down right here and right now. Here's the play. And that's complete to Julio. And he is down to the 30-yard line of the Seahawks. Let's check this flag, however. Offsides on the defense. That penalty is declined. First down, Birds. Julio in the slot. Caught him in his full stride. And that's a big pickup. So ball is now at the Seahawks 27. Schaub in the shotgun again. He's going long. And a nice leaping catch from Ridley. Looks like he's hurt, though. Did he just get the wind knocked out of him? He is on his back. Hell of a catch. Hell of a spiral from Schaub. And I think Ridley's going to be okay. He probably he hit his ass bone really hard on that one. Whatever you call that bone, like right above your ass, your tailbone, that's what it is. He probably just hit that really hard. Boom. Bounced off the turf. And Ridley has to come out of the game. Hopefully for not too long, and it's 1st and goal. First and goal at the 8. Falcons in the red zone for the first time today. Falcons down by 13 points. 13:02 left in the game. And here's the play. Schaub back. Completion to Freeman. He lost the ball. Come on, he was down, right? Surely he was down there. Come on. Damn. Yeah, let's see this again. Oh, yeah, he's down. Ground caused the fumble there. Come on, guys. Reverse this shit. And so we've got a timeout. Well, we check out this replay. I feel strongly that this one will come out in the Falcons' favor. So hang tight with me for just a couple moments, and we'll be back to see how this all plays out. You are kidding me. It is called a fumble. The call stands. Just damn. Falcons were in the red zone. So Seattle starts this drive from about their own 6. I don't get it. Why was that a fumble? If somebody's watching this and they just saw that play, can you please explain how the ground did not cause that? What did I miss? All right, it's 2nd and 7. 12:07 remaining in regulation. Russell Wilson from his own end zone, and that's a long completion out to their own 29. Lockett with a nice reception and a first down. That is 88 completion yards for Tyler Lockett. First and 10. Russell Wilson loads up and goes long, and that is incomplete. We do have a flag. That's holding on Seattle. All right, then. Should be a half the distance penalty. No, never mind. Forget about that. It is definitely holding, but the Seahawks are well away from their own end zone. I forgot. Damn. So it is first down and 20. Ball is spotted on the Seattle 18. There's a short completion from Russell Wilson to Lockett and a run after the catch and a pickup of approximately 10. So after the long penalty and the big gain, it's now 2nd and 8. That was a pickup of 12. Here's the play, and that's complete for a first down and more at the 50 and down at the Falcons 47. Seattle into Atlanta territory. So here's time for another treasurehunt.ga scoreboard blast. Eagles up 24-13 over the Bills. Bears 16, Chargers 10. The Lions are up 31-19 over the New York Giants. Buccaneers 23, Titans 17. Broncos and Colts in a close one. Broncos up 13-12 in Indianapolis. And here's the play, and that is a handoff and a pickup of about 8 on first down. We're under 10 to go in regulation. From London, the Rams up 24-10 on the Bengals. Bengals have not won a game this season. In the fourth quarter, Saints 24 with Drew Brees back at the helm. Arizona Cardinals 9. Jaguars 22. New York Jets 7, and that's all of your early games. All the other action takes place a little bit later on this afternoon and tonight. 2nd and 2. Seattle with the ball. And there's a handoff to Penny, and he charges ahead and picks up the first down, pickup of about 3. Cleveland Browns at the 7-0 Patriots. That's a 4:25 Eastern start, as is the Raiders, the Houston Texans. So only 2 late games. Make that 3 late games. We have the Panthers at 49ers coming up. And then your primetime game tonight, Green Bay Packers, the Kansas City Chiefs. On 1st and 10, Russell Wilson is sacked. 2 sacks on the day for the Falcons, making up for lost time. Second and 12, 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Ball on the Falcons 39. Here's the play. Wilson runs and picks up maybe 2. Falcons with a break there. There was a face mask that the officials did not see. Beasley. Wow, Beasley with a sack. How about that? So it's 3rd down and 12. Seattle in the shotgun. Wilson looking, completing for a first down. There's a flag on the play, however. Lockett with the reception. Let's check the flag. And another offensive pass interference. This time it goes against Seattle. So that's going to make it 3rd and 22 for Seattle. So 2 offensive pass interferences today, one against Atlanta, one against Seattle. We're under 7 minutes to go. Ball on the Falcons 48. Shotgun Wilson. Completion, and that's going to be a pickup about 10, well short of the first down. Let's see if it's a field goal opportunity. Field goal unit comes on the field for Seattle. This is a 54-yard Jason Myers field goal try. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. So, 3 for the Seahawks with 5:53 left in the fourth. Your score, Seattle 27, Atlanta 11. I'm A-Bomb, and you're watching Coast to Coast on a beautiful Sunday from Metro Atlanta. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more. kicks it off, and this one goes out of the end zone. 6-minute, 50-second, 10-play drive for Seattle, and it culminates in a field goal. So 5:53 left in regulation. Seattle up 27-11 on Atlanta. So Matt Schaub and the Falcons take over from the 25. There's a completion on 1st and 10. And that is Gage, who fought ahead and picked up 11 and a Falcons first down. That fumble, though, man. I still don't get why that was called a fumble. I did not see a replay that showed me that was a fumble, by the way. Schaub fires complete to number 83, and that's another first down, and that is Gage again. And again, if anybody was watching that and caught like a replay and saw the actual fumble, let me know. And Crusher asks, are we mathematically eliminated? No, we are not. So if we lose this one today, we could still conceivably finish with a 9-7 record. And there's a false start penalty against Atlanta. And move him back. Push him back 5. Calvin Ridley back on the field. He passed the concussion test. And we're now under 5 minutes to go. 1st and 15. Ball is on the Falcons 44. Shaw back. A little dump off. And that's going to be complete. And first down. And a pickup of about 10 yards. Hardy with that grab. Falcons 2 timeouts left. First and 10. Schaub double clutches and gets rid of it incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. 4:32 remaining. And in case you missed it at the onset of our live stream today, we will be bringing you Bone Crusher's package on Matt Schaub. Clock stopped with 4:32. 2nd and 10. There's a completion to Hooper, and he picks up about 14. Falcons first down. 4:22. Falcons down 16, so they could take care of that with 2 8-point touchdowns. Here's the play. Shotgun formation. Schaub zips it over. And that is Gage catching it and running out of bounds after a pickup of about 7. Clock stops at 4:04. And that's actually a pickup of about 5. So we have 2nd and 5 coming up. Ball is spotted on the Seahawks 20. Schaub gets the ball and immediately spikes it when he saw the pass rush moving in. 3rd and 5 coming up. Thanks once again to everybody who has hung out with us. We had double digits concurrent, at least for a few minutes there. Probably not too bad considering how bad the Falcons are. We're going to stick it out here till the bitter end. It's 3rd and 5 with 4:01 remaining. Ball is on the Seattle 19. Schaub looking for the end zone, and that is incomplete, broken up, almost caught by Ridley. He wants a flag, and there is a flag. Let's see what the flag is. That was offsides on the D. All right, then. So offside Seattle. And since the Falcons were less than 5 yards from the first down, that will be a first down. Almost caught by Ridley, but good defense. Taylor, pretty good defense for Seattle on that play. 3:56 to go. On 1st and 10, it is zipped over by Matt Schaub to Gage for a pickup of about 6 out of bounds. 3:51 with the clock stopped. Falcons need 2 8-point touchdowns to tie it up. Second and 4. Ball is spotted on the Seattle 8-yard line. Shotgun Schaub. Looking, unleashing, and out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 4. Now 3rd and 4. So let's see what we have on 3rd and 4 with 3:46 to go. .42 pass attempts for Schaub today. Back to pass. Here's number 43, and it's complete. That's a first down at the 1-yard line. Julio tackled at the 1. Clock moving. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Falcons will have it 1st and 10 from the Seattle 1. Falcons hurry up to the line. Clock's moving. 2 timeouts left for Atlanta. And now there's a timeout called by Seattle. So we'll step aside for a brief timeout, and we'll be right back. 1st and goal. Falcons have it at the 1-yard line. Welcome in, Joshua Mashburn. Good to see you back. Wish we were under better circumstances, but it is what it is, and we do bring you Falcons games, win or lose. And there's a touchdown, and Matt Schaub completes it to Hooper. Well, we've got just a little bit of life left. We do have to get this 2-point conversion. If we can make this 2-point conversion, Falcons will be down 8. Clock stop with 3:08 remaining. Juan Gaudian, yeah. Shoot, it's not time to give up yet. I mean, Nationals got out to that huge 2-0 lead. Then Houston's won the last 2. Big pivotal game 5 comes your way tonight. Here's the 2-point attempt. Matt Schaub, incomplete. And so the Falcons are now down by 10 points with 3 minutes and change remaining in this one. Falcons will kick off as soon as we come back on Coast to Coast. Stay right there. Falcons getting set to kick off. 3:08. It's an onside attempt, and it does not work. Big surprise. So Seattle's going to have really good field position. Now, there was actually a game last week where I forgot what the team was, but some team last week actually had 2 successful onside recoveries in the same game. It's rare to even have one anymore with the latest rules package that they put in a couple of years back. Saints up 31-9 over the Cardinals. They're about to move to 7-1. We'll check all the scores coming your way as soon as this one's final. And then after that, we've got that special treat, the Matt Schaub highlight package that we ran at the top of the broadcast, and we'll play it again at the very end of this broadcast. So Seattle runs it on their first play, and the Falcons call their second timeout with 3:03 left. Wangati, yeah, man. Hopefully you guys can win that game tonight. I don't really care for the Astros that much. Especially their general manager, their assistant GM, the guy that got fired earlier this week for making those extremely rude comments to a couple of female reporters in the locker room. Falcons, one more timeout left. And Seattle with the ball, 1st and 10. Surely they will run it again. Here's the snap. Indeed they do. It is Carson, and he makes it back to the line of scrimmage. We do have a flag on the play. That's holding on Seattle. Back this one up a little bit. 10 yards, actually. Two minutes and 54 seconds remaining. The clock is stopped after the penalty. It'll be 3rd and 6. Here's the play with Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Hands it off to Carson again, who loses a half yard on that one. So that'll bring up 4th down, Falcons. Are they going to use their final timeout here? And they do use their final timeout. So let's check on some scores, see if there's anything worth reporting there. I'll be looking forward to checking out some of the Cleveland Browns at the Patriots. Cleveland's only 2-4, but we've seen that on any given day they can have a big game. I would like to see them give New England everything they can. All right, so here comes the punt on 4th and 6. 2:49 left in the game. Falcons out of timeouts. Pooch kick. And Seattle downs it themselves right around the Falcons' 12-yard line. So let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back for this Falcons possession. 2:41 remaining in regulation. Matt Schaub, 32 for 44, 386 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. Not too shabby for a backup that hasn't started a game in the NFL in 5 years. And here he is on 1st down and completes to Julio. Julio's out of bounds after the pickup, about 15. Let's check this flag. Awaiting the call from the official. So that one's on Seattle. Penalty decline due to the big pickup by Julio. So ball on the Falcons 25. Schaub unloads and completes to Ridley at across midfield and down at the 45. 2:24 and ticking. Falcons out of timeouts. We do have the 2-minute warning coming up. Hopefully the Falcons can get off at least one play before that. And they do get off a play. Here it is. Schaub completes it over to Hooper. Pickup of about 4 out of bounds. 2:06 to go. So Falcons, time for at least one more play before the warning. Ball's on Seattle's 42. Here's the play. Schaub unloads. Ridley gets the first down, and we're now at the 2-minute warning. So the Falcons trying to make it interesting. If they had some timeouts, it would be even more interesting. So let's see what happens when we come back. Falcons driving. 2 minutes to go in the fourth. All right, back to live action. Schaub on first down completes it for a 7-yard pickup to Gage Jr. On second down, there's a completion. Once again to Gage. This time he's not able to get out of bounds. 1:31 and ticking. Falcons out of timeouts. Down by 10 points. Ball is on the Seattle 19. And there's a spike. Schaub stops the clock with 1:21. Here's Matt Bryant to try to cut it to a touchdown. He's 1 for 3 today. This one's from 37. Kick is up. And it's through. So with 1:17 left in regulation, Falcons now down 27-20. No timeouts left for the Falcons. Let's see if they try another onside kick. See if we have time to check some scores for you. Looks like the Bills are going to lose their second game of the season. Eagles are up 31-13 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in that one. We'll recap all the scores as soon as this one goes final. And here comes the onside attempt. Casey Redfern, the punter, with duties. And now Seattle calls a timeout to deal with that. And so we have time to go over some more scores. It's a final from New Orleans. The Saints moved to 7-1 with their 31-9 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals dropped to 3-4-1 on the year. Also a final from Chicago with the Chargers win by a point. Your final score from Soldier Field. The LA Chargers 17, the Chicago Bears 16. Chargers 3-5, Bears dropped to 3-4. And so now we get the onside attempt. Let's see what Casey Redfern can do for us. There it is. And guess what? It's not successful. It goes out of bounds, and now that means ball belongs to Seattle. We'll check the official flag on that. All right, so all Seattle has to do now is kneel on it a couple of times. No timeouts for the Falcons, 117. It was a valiant effort and a hell of a performance, really, from Matt Schaub, considering he has not started a game since 2014 and barely gotten even playing time during that stretch. And so Seattle kneels on it. And they'll only have to do that once or twice more. So let's go ahead. Since this one is now almost final, we'll run down the NFL scoreboard. The Eagles the Eagles at the 2-minute warning are up 31-13 on Buffalo. 1:19 left in regulation, and the Lions have a 31-26 lead over the Giants. Not quite over yet there in Detroit. 6 minutes to go in Tennessee, where the Titans have a 27-23 lead over the Tampa Bay Bucks. 2-minute warning in Indianapolis, where the Broncos are up 13-12 on the Colts. From London, with 1:09 remaining, the Bengals look to stay winless. The Rams are up 24-10 there. Jags and Jets, 3 minutes left to go in Jacksonville. And the Jags have a 29-15 lead. As we mentioned, a final from Chicago, where the Chargers upset the Bears 17-16. And it's also a final from New Orleans, where the Saints beat the Cardinals 31-9. Coming up in your late games this afternoon, Panthers at 49ers, Browns at Patriots, Oakland Raiders at Houston Texans, and then tonight in prime time, your Sunday night game, Packers at the Kansas City Chiefs. And a real stinker for Monday night, we have the 0-6 Dolphins at the 2-4 Steelers. So before we get out of here, in case you missed it, at the top of our stream today, we brought you a special on Matt Schaub. I had to cut it short because the game started and I kind of messed that one up. So we will bring that to you in its entirety right now. Here is the Matt Schaub package.
Hey, it is the Bone Crusher coming at you live from the back row of my van. Where else would I be? Yeah, back row. So, I mean, these are the middle seats I'm leaning over. We'd have to get on our feet to get up here to the front row. Now we're in the front row. Let's head on back to the back row. That was quite a journey, don't you think? Yeah, now we're in the back row here. See, we got our Christmas ornaments up. All right, A-Bomb, Coast to Coast, minutes away, Atlanta Falcons play-by-play reaction, and breaking news out of Flowery Branch. It is official, Matt Schwab will get the start today. Now, Matt hasn't started in like 5 years. He came up as the Falcons. I guess he was a backup under Vic, and then he went on to Houston, had a pretty good career there, was a starter for many years, and now he's back in Atlanta where he's been for multiple years. And first of all, Matt Ryan injured his ankle sprain. He had a boot on until about Wednesday, Thursday. When I saw him in Flowery Branch, that boot was off, but he was not practicing, and that's going to be why we see Matt Schwab starting tonight. If I were to guess, I'd say Matt Ryan could be back next week. It's possible. But, man, you think Matt Ryan is one injury away from kind of the end of this Falcons franchise as we know it. It might be time to turn the page if we can't turn this season around. But I certainly hope we can. Other news, we lost Sanu, got traded to the Patriots, so we wish him the best. It's kind of tough to take a hit like that. We have a pretty good receiving core. But that's the way it goes when you've got one win on the season. But it is the Atlanta Falcons coming up in moments on Coast to Coast with A-Bomb. Do not touch that dial. Don't go anywhere. Sunday football is coming at you next. And by the way, I was just reading a story, a news article, that there's a company that is offering non-smokers 6 days off a year extra on top of their already normal vacation package. And I've done the math on this before. This struck a nerve with me because I had calculated, and I lowballed this. So check out this math on this. I estimate, 5 minutes an hour cigarette smokers at work or on break, not working. That's 5 minutes an hour, 8 hours in the day. And so we'll be generous. Maybe they miss an hour or two, but 30 minutes a day they get off to go smoke cigarettes. That's 2.5 hours a week, 10 hours a month. They're getting over a day off a month. I mean, they're getting a lot of extra vacation time. And think about it in a career, in a span of 10, 20 days. They're getting, 10, 12 days off a year? Imagine in a career, in a 20-year career, 10 years later, that's really going to multiply. So this company has said non-smokers get an extra 6 days off a week. I wonder, have you thought about that too? We'll talk about that down in the huddle, in the chat box. So let's get down in the chat box. We'll continue that conversation about smokers at work. You got to flick their bick. But right now, get ready. The man and the myth, the slam dancer, is standing by. A-Bomb and Coast to Coast. Atlanta Falcons football is on the way.
All right, Crusher, thanks for that highlight package. Too bad Matt Schaub and the boys could not pull this one off. It was a valiant comeback effort in the second half, but to no avail. So with that, we will see you next time. There's a bye week next week, but I will be bringing you some Atlanta Hawks action. So make sure to stick around and hang around whenever you see me go live for that. So long, folks. Make sure to like and subscribe on your way out. Falcons losers today. Final score, the Seahawks 27, the Falcons 20. And we now drop to 1-7. The bye week is upon us. We'll see if Dan Quinn survives that. And we'll be back with you not in 2 weeks, because I'll be in Panama City Beach. We may do a little joint broadcast from down at the world's most beautiful beaches. You never know. So see you next time, whenever that might be. A-Bomb out.